Human shields. Human shields. Do it to the white man, you're a terrorist. You do it to the Palestinian, what do they call it? Self-defense. Collateral damage. Human shields. This is the lamest excuse I've ever heard. The human shields excuse. The worst argument known to man. I don't even know how they came with that argument. They must have been sitting down on a table and speaking with each other, drinking something, smoking something, talking, said, how are we going to explain that we are killing so many civilians? So just call them human shields. The other one says, but how can we call them human shields when there's 30,000 Hamas and there's 2 million civilians? It's mathematically impossible for each of them to say, look, when you keep repeating the lie, as Goebbels said, it becomes the truth. Keep saying it. Doesn't matter. I know it's false. Just keep saying it. Don't worry about it. Human shields. It's ridiculous how they're using this word. Human shield. A dehumanizing term.
You can amplify your gestures or deepen your voice. Perhaps refrain from trimming your beard for yet another few years, but that doesn't change the fact that you are a liar, a deceiver, and a coward. Now I will prove you why Hamas uses people as a human shield, and what I will tell you will be reinforced with video materials. Now there is a question for everyone. Why would the soldiers be fighting and being dressed as civilians? Is there any reason that allows this option? The answer is no. Any army is required by law to fight dressed in military attire because it allows better camouflage, as well as military clothes being safer, if you're talking about vests and helmets. And the main reason why the army must not fight dressed as civilians is precisely so that during wartime the enemy you are fighting against does not mistake you for a civilian and civilians are not accidentally killed. This is the main reason so that Hamas soldier is not mistaken for a civilian, because if a Hamas soldier is dressed as civilian and opens fire on an Israeli soldier, then the next time the Israeli soldier sees civilian in front of him, he will treat him as a potential Hamas fighter. It is highly probable that he will target and potentially harm this civilian. In such circumstances, the Israeli soldier cannot be held accountable, because the day before, Hamas fighter dressed in nice black coat and white Adidas sneakers killed some of Israeli soldiers. Obviously, because of these Hamas attacks, now each civilian will be a potential threat. That is precisely why this tactic is prohibited by the laws of war, to prevent confusion between soldiers and civilians. Now I want to show you a couple of videos that Hamas soldiers themselves posted on the internet. It is very important that you understand that these videos are Hamas videos, so they cannot be called fake or special theater from the other side. These videos with 100% accuracy show that Hamas fighters are dressed as civilians and fighting the war, being dressed as civilians. This is done solely and exclusively to make it harder for Israel to distinguish between civilians and soldiers, which is the essence of the human shield strategy. Another fundamental proof that Hamas employs the human shield strategy is the tunnels beneath places that cause maximum harm for civilians. I will show you the UNRWA building, which is simply absurd that our taxpayers' money has flowed into UN-funded organization under which Hamas has placed its tunnel. We won't pretend to be fools who deny everything. We'll use logic. Of course the UNRWA organization knew about this tunnel. Yes, perhaps not all of its employees, but certainly the people who hold quite important positions knew about it. This was a video which clearly showed the tunnel beneath the UNRWA building. But now for your attention, there is another video where you can see with your own eyes the entrance to the tunnel, which is under the hospital, under the place where civilians seek for help.
רשאי להיכנס, תפור פגיעה, נכנס לביצוע, יודיע זה השעת איום, יורים עליהם שם, בסדר? עליונה בצד המזרחי. בצד המערבי של הפאה הצפונית, נכון. רואה את זה מפה?
The hospitals, according to the laws of war, are inviolable. But of course these laws do not apply to Hamas soldiers, as they are rats who spit on these laws and on their own people. I won't say that I am particularly shocked by what Hamas does, but it disgusts me when this pro-Palestinian idiot opens his mouth, because when he does, nonsense comes out along with a terrible smell. Thank you for watching. With your help, I'll be able to provide more evidence on who is the real scumbags. Please share and subscribe.